99.5 WKDQ on the line right now with Prince Pretty himself, Tyler Breeze. How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
Doing very well. Now, first off, I got to mention, now correct me if I'm wrong, you were the first person to go Facebook Live on WWE Raw, right?
I think you're correct on that one.
I thought so, because I remember watching that. I'm like, man, that's a pretty awesome idea. So, like, the next week, I'm like, hey, we're gonna go live here. It's not gonna be as viewed as Tyler Breeze, but we're gonna try it.
Yeah, you can always try, right?
Yeah, and it's been working. So, secondly, when can we expect a new Tyler Breeze shirt on WWE Shop, man?
You know what? I mean, it's one of those things that if there's enough people that want to buy them, then they gotta make it known. They gotta let WWE Shop know. They gotta let WWE know. The WWE Universe basically decides, who they want to wear. So, if that's the case, if everybody wants a new Tyler Breeze shirt, then let everybody know. Let everybody know on Twitter. Let everybody know on Instagram, and let's get it out there.
Awesome. We're definitely gonna make sure we get that. Now, you're kind of new to the main roster still, right? I mean.
Newer, I guess.
Newer, yeah. I mean, we kind of got a glimpse into your journey on NXT with Breaking Ground. So, what was probably like the most difficult thing about getting to where you are now?
I mean, it was a long journey, that's for sure. You kind of got a little glimpse of it on Breaking Ground, but there was also a lot before that. You know what I mean? There was a whole lot that went into it even before I got signed with WWE, and then I was a part of FCW before we became NXT, and then we became NXT into what it is now and up to the main roster. It was years and years of hard work, but it paid off for sure. Now that you see me on Raw and SmackDown, and there's a lot of stuff that goes into it.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Now, have you ever been starstruck meeting some of the people you've grown up watching? If so, who was it?
I would say that there was a lot of people that I thought I would be starstruck with, and as soon as you meet them, you're just like, man, these people they're really cool, or they're just really down to earth, really nice people that the starstruck kind of gets shaken off almost right away.
Right.
I think my first introduction to something like that would be with Edge. He was at one of my tryouts that I had, and he just kind of came out of the control room and was like, hey, you trained with Lance. And, I just went back and watched the match that he had, the tryout match. And I was just kind of thinking, man, that's really cool. He did not have to do that. And he went out of his way, and is now standing here talking to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At that point, it was pretty cool that, somebody like that would do something like that for me. And it's kind of the things you remember.
Yeah. So you trained with Lance Storm then, right?
I did.
And that's up in Canada, is that right?
Yep, that was in Calgary.
Okay, yeah. So you've got to work with some people who've been around the business forever. So what's probably the best piece of advice that you've gotten from people in the business?
And that's actually good, is that I got my start with Lance. He's a super smart guy, someone who's been successful. He's been a part of a lot of things. He was part of ECW, he was part of WCW, he was part of WWE. So he's kind of been everywhere that you need to be successful. And if you're kind of looking to start from the ground up, he was the perfect choice. He set me up with kind of, the fundamentals in terms of wrestling, but he also has, such a good head on his shoulders that he kind of clued me in on, being smart with my money and, just travel and, how to kind of keep a travel schedule and be organized and stuff like that. So it's really, almost those life skills that you need as well, to just kind of go from the day-to-day grind that we go through. And, so he just, as well as being an instructor, he's been a really good friend to me, and really kind of helped me along the way.
That's awesome. Now you've worked with quite a few people, very well known people. Now, who's one person that you would like to have a match with that you just haven't had that match with yet?
I get asked this a lot. Just who's the dream match, or who's on the roster right now. And if you look at our rosters right now, I mean, even if you look at NXT and the Raw and SmackDown. The rosters are so deep with people. Luckily in NXT, I was able to work with a lot of guys. I was, able to work with Liger. I was able to work with Hideo Itami, Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, all these guys that I was able to work with that I really wanted to. And now, up here it's kind of almost like a clean slate. I've got to work with Dolph a bunch, which has been great. We got AJ up there now, who I'm really looking forward to having matches with him. It's just there's so many guys from top to bottom if you want to look at, a Cesaro, a Seth Rollins, all these guys who basically, if you're in the ring with them, it's going to be a good night, and the WWE universe is going to enjoy what they're watching, which is kind of the whole point.
Right.
So, I'm looking forward to working with a lot of people, actually.
Now, some people may not realize this, but back in like the FCW days, before NXT, you teamed with Roman Reigns. Is that right?
I did.
Yeah.
Tag champions for a while.
Yeah. So you guys have been kind of close for a while, would you say?
I would say so.
Yeah.
I would say so.
That's pretty awesome. So out of all the, obviously, I mean, you've got the World Heavyweight Championship. Everyone wants to go there, but what would you like to see yourself do, like maybe at this year's WrestleMania?
At this year's WrestleMania, I think 2016's got to be the year where I go after the Intercontinental Championship.
Absolutely.
And I think they usually have something at WrestleMania, where there's kind of a bunch of guys in there going for it, or like some sort of thing with the IC title. And I think that would be really cool. I think that's kind of the immediate goal.
Yeah, I mean, it's been such a prestigious title in the WWE for so long. I mean, when you think of all the greats that held it, and you would be one of them, like, does that not feel kind of eerie to you?
Well, and it's kind of a little bit intimidating.
Yeah.
Anyone who's anyone has really, kind of started there, and they've won that title and then gone on to win the world title. And, that's kind of I guess it's a jump off point, but, it's a big kind of milestone in everybody's career who gets to make it that far.
Well, hey, we've got what, maybe 5 or 6 weeks until Mania?
Yep, it's coming up right now. We're on the road to WrestleMania. We got shows coming up all over. We got a show coming there in Evansville.
Absolutely.
On Sunday. So
what can we expect from Tyler Breeze in Evansville?
You know what? You can expect the same thing that you always expect from a Tyler Breeze performance. You're gonna hear the music hit. You're gonna see, the big picture of Tyler Breeze, selfie as I'm coming down to the ring, and everybody is going to be, I would say, on the edge of their seat because they're in for a good match here.
Awesome. We wouldn't expect anything less from Tyler Breeze, of course. So, Tyler, thank you for joining us. And you guys are going to be in town this Sunday at the Ford Center, and we cannot wait to have you guys here. And we look forward to seeing Tyler Breeze. And what's next for Tyler Breeze that we can't wait.
Well, you know what? Let's worry about Evansville on Sunday, and then we'll work our way towards WrestleMania and go from there.
Awesome. That sounds good, man. We appreciate you calling in, and thanks for your time. We'll see you on Sunday.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man.